tutorial on tracking in Pftrack and exporting into Maya, so you can add 3D objects into videos. If you click on to new project and send it, I'm going to put it on the desktop. Click on new project here. I'll call it test shot. Browse where I wanted to put it. Put it on the desktop. Click OK. New shot. Next thing, click on import footage. Get an image sequence, a video or whatever. Click on the video. I don't want to do it to 259 frames. I'm only going to do it to I don't know, 50 say. Then click load. Then check the footage, bring it in. Okay, so once you've brought in your footage, you can scroll along, making sure that everything's looking okay. Make sure you check your preferences. Let's see if we can. Okay, that's fine. Once it's imported, click on to this one here. This is just track and solve the camera, and what it'll do is it'll scroll through the timeline and reverse. So I scroll through forward and backwards just to get a better track. And then once it's tracked it, it'll just camera solve. It'll solve the camera by using these tracking points. Then once it's done the tracking points, it will bring in a grid, and you click on. If you click onto this button right here, scene orientation, click it, and you click scale, translate. Sorry, you can position it wherever you want, the ground plane or wherever you want when it's exported into Maya, where you want it to be. So obviously X, Y, and the Z for the depth there. Yeah, once you've done that, you can also click on improve solution if you think it isn't good, but just to test it, you come down onto one of these points by clicking on, say, this point here, double click, right click, sorry, new test object, choose, wherever you want, choose, I'm going to choose this one. Then when you click off, just click off of it. Then when you play through, it should stick to that position. If it's sliding, it's not a very good track. So improve the solution, see if you can get a better track. But yeah, once that's done, come down onto camera objects, export, click new. Then you want to click on here, choose what whatever application you're going to use 3D wise. I'm going to use Maya, so Maya, all features, scale 1. You want it to browse, call it, I don't know, test.ma. Then all you do is just click save. It saves it. So then if you go into that project, which is here, you click zoom past, you want to click on to exports, and you got your test. What it do is I open up in Miner, and it should have the camera animation, and it should bring in your image plane as well with your video. So I'll just show you that. Okay, so here's Maya. Click off that. Alright, so if you click panels, perspective, click on your Pftrack camera, and you'll see the video, tracking markers, and whatnot. Then if you bring in an object, go back into perspective, and you got, you know, your Z. So obviously your Z comes towards the camera and away from the camera. You got all your points. Okay. Got all your points here as well. They're the tracking markers that come from the Pftrack. Yeah, and then once you've got this in here, you scale it down depending on how big you want it to be. Then just duplicate it a couple of times. Click spacebar, let's bring it back a bit into the scene. Let's duplicate it again. Let me just move it across. Over to here. And then, if you do a test render, it should look like they're in the scene. Obviously, it won't look like it properly. You got to obviously add lighting and shadows and whatnot, but that's the basic understanding of tracking a shot and bringing it into Maya via Pftrack. Thank you.